Okay, hey everyone, this is Mombi. Let's go and take a look around Twitter and see all the hashtags and everything that is being shared amongst Pakistanis on Twitter, the hashtags that are making waves and the people who are retweeting them. And a lovely morning, let us go and take a look around Twitter. So we've really got used to, unfortunately, this past year or so hearing about celebrity deaths. And once again, Twitter is trending the hashtag Gene Wilder because the actor who, well, it wasn't so surprising in his case, maybe because he was an octogenarian, he was 83 years old, and he wasn't somebody that, millennials or a lot of people currently know about, but he starred in two really famous Hollywood movies. One was the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the other one was Young Frankenstein. Both of these films actually ended up becoming really popular on the internet as memes. And he plays opposite Igor in Young Frankenstein, the one with the guy with the abnormally big eyes.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
You're putting me on.
No, it's pronounced Frankenstein. You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
And that's used as a reaction gif a lot. So those are the two things that come to mind when I think of Gene Wilder. And yeah, I love those memes as well, and I love those gifs. And of course, as can be expected, loads of people retweeting the hashtag are popular in popular culture. They're famous people and they're paying tribute. So a lot of Twitter users who are retweeting the hashtag are accusing the PMNL government of having really been dragging their feet when it comes to the Bhasha Dam project. It's a really important project where Pakistanis via this project ultimately will end up not having to face the electricity crisis and the flooding crisis, and then all the stuff that follows up on those, like famine, for instance. And the fact that this tweet is so popular, whenever you refresh the page, there have been like 20 people who have retweeted the hashtag with even more praise to the government. It's not that we want the dam, we need the dam. In particular, there is one poster in relation to the Bhasha Dam tweet that is being shared again and again, where it says these are the implications or what's going to happen if we don't have this dam built. And now the projected date for the dam, Bhasha Dam, is going to be 2036 or something. The country will have suffered to such a great extent, maybe building the dam at such a late date won't even solve it. And why is building a dam so controversial? That's what a lot of people say. For instance, with Kalabagh Dam, what's the controversy? Some people say if the Supreme Court of Pakistan needs to take some kind of suo motu action, then that is what they should do, because the Bhasha Dam is absolutely imperative. Okay, so whenever we see a hashtag where it says pray for this or this place trending, you always kind of hope it is the last one and there are not going to be any more disasters that generate hashtags like this. But unfortunately, and as Twitter is retweeting because it is kind of breaking news, Kyrgyzstan, not even sure how to pronounce this, so Kyrgyzstan, another one of those countries like Turkmenistan or something, or maybe that's just me, where you completely forget they exist, and when someone mentions them you kind of have to remember where they are and what they're all about. Okay, so in a major city of Kyrgyzstan, a car loaded with explosives drove into the Chinese embassy, the Chinese mission in the city. The resultant explosion killed one person and injured, I think, two others. Reports are still coming in because it literally just happened. So Kyrgyzstan does seem like, as I mentioned, one of those countries that doesn't come up in the popular vernacular so much. We're so used to talking about China and India and America and Russia, and you kind of, or maybe that is again just me, you kind of forget about small places like this. So it's the hashtag no ban on Azadari. Azadari is the Shiite procession that comes out on Muharram. Shiites have been pre-warned not to come out on streets and not to come out on public streets, that is, because once again because of not just security concerns, but blocking traffic, and for people who are not Shia who are also in Pakistan, they're going to face inconveniences. And a lot of people who are retweeting this, some of them agree, but most people who are retweeting it, the hashtag is no ban on Azadari, say this is a country where minority rights are meant to be held on the same level as the majority religion's rights or interests. There's some people who say, I am definitely one for free speech, but I don't see why public spaces should be completely taken over by one party for a long period of time either. So the debate between two parties is mixed, and then of course there's some people who outright say a ban like this just invites sectarian violence and is something that has to be avoided at all costs. Okay, so that has been all the stuff, all the hashtags that were really popular and which everyone was retweeting and sharing amongst themselves, whether they were based in Pakistan or internationally. Let's see how they keep changing within the next 24 hours. And meanwhile, thank you so much for letting me be your guide in walking you through Twitter and taking a look around with me. Okay, so for now it is a bye-bye.